Hey guys, out taking your weekly video. As you can see, things are progressing quite rapidly. They finished the framing process and they did the wrap on the house as well as putting the windows on. You can see the chimney sticking up right there where your fireplace is going to be. So I'm going to walk around and go over some different stuff we didn't go over before. They don't have your shingles or anything on yet, but I'll be able to go over the wrap and the type of insulation or not the type of insulation, but the type of insulation we do on the windows, I guess you could say that. The type of seal we do on the windows. We're the only builder I know that does a 4-way seal on a window, and I'll go over that seal once I get on the inside of the home. But right now what I'm going to go around is go over is the wrap on the home. This is a dowel wrap that's wrapped on the outside of the oriented strand board, which is the material that I told you about that we use on the walls and the roof. It looks a lot like pressed wood, but it's a far better material than pressed wood. Around that, on that you can see brick ties. And these brick ties are nailed into the wall directly. And then when they start stacking the brick up, they actually lay these in between the bricks. So you have a brick here and then a brick on top of here, and that's what connects the brick to the house. Because the brick isn't actually the wall. It's a finish on the wall itself. So that's what this ledge is for. Like I said, the brick is stacked on this ledge and goes up, and then they lay the brick and they pull the strap down over, and like I said, they put the brick in between. That keeps the wall from fluctuating between the house and the brick itself. So that's what those are. This little black piece here is a piece that I will explain later, is used later on in the brick installation process, is used for what they call weep holes. About every 4 or 5 bricks you're going to have, in between the 2 bricks you'll have mortar in between the top and bottom of every brick, and then you also have mortar in between the sides of every brick. Well, about every 4 or 5 brick on the sides they're going to skip mortar. And the reason they do that is because in Florida, with the humidity and the temperature differences between the inside and the outside of the home, you can build a condensation back behind there. So it'll allow the house to breathe, so you don't have to worry about mold or anything for that. They create those weep holes. And basically how it works is, once they go, I think it's like 3 or 4 bricks up, then they lay this material before they start laying their mortar down in between the bricks. And then when they leave that gap, any condensation that could potentially build in between the brick and the wall of the house runs down this dowel wrap and then comes out on this plastic wrap and comes out that weep hole. That's how it's designed to keep moisture from in between the brick and the house itself. Now that black wrap is also used on the windows. I don't know if you can see the color differential between there and there, but when we insulate windows, the first thing we put down is this black interior material here. That's the first layer of defense. Then we come in with the dowel wrap itself. I said that's 2 layers there. Then when we put the window in, we use this almost like tar tape. There's a very sticky substance just like tar on the other side of this aluminum foil looking tape. That's the 3rd seal. And then once they actually brick the house, they'll come in and they'll put a caulk seal around the brick or on the window. So there's a 4-way seal on the window, and we're the only builder I've seen that's ever done that. Traditionally, there's only a 2- or 3-way seal on windows with most builders. It's another way we try to prevent any kind of issues with energy loss from the window in the house, because your home, 40% of your energy loss is through your windows, which is why we do the 4-way seal on top of using low E vinyl windows on your home. So that's one of the ways we keep your energy costs down in your home when we build the home. As you can see, they do have the entire house wrapped. There's your back porch. Sliding glass doors that go into the family room, and the sliding glass doors that go into the family room or your master suite. Man, I cannot talk today. And I'll go in the inside of the house and talk about different stuff on the inside of the home, but I want to go to the outside first. And of course the side load garage. That's where your water heater will be located, right back there. Here. And now we'll go ahead and walk in and I'll go over different stuff in the home. Okay. Like we talked about before, we use a spruce pine for your studs in the wall. When we use a southern yellow pine, you can see the difference looking between the materials in that particular one and this one up here. They're two different type of looking wood. Like I said, there's a reason we use each one independently. One of the things you're probably going to notice is this bluish green color at the base down here. And this is the termite treatment that's put on your wood, and it's called a borat treatment. You can see it all the way around the base of the house. It's about 3 feet up. I think it's honestly, I couldn't tell you. I don't think it's exactly 3 feet up. I want to say it's 18 inches to 24 inches up. I don't remember exactly how high they go up, but that's what they've got the Sharpie marks there for. They go out and measure how high it needs to go, and then they spray up to that height. And the borat treatment is a treatment that was developed locally here that's used predominantly now. Before we started using the borat treatment, what they would used to do is they used to go in and spray the ground before they poured the foundation on the home. The problem is, due to the heat and the humidity in the area, and the fact that the concrete trucks can't be exactly timed until they're on the way, you would run into the problem of having evaporation of the treatment that they sprayed on the ground to kill termites. The next problem that you then dealt with is it wasn't as eco-friendly as this borat treatment. This borat treatment was developed locally out of Pensacola by a gentleman by the name of Brian Killingsworth. He's in charge of Killingworth Pest Control. We were the first builder to use it in this area. So it's one of the other huge things that we've done to impact the market and start a wave of new home building, or trying to be innovative in new home building. Sorry, I cannot speak today at all. And how the borat treatment works is it's a treatment that actually is an oil base that sprays in and soaks, that they spray directly on the wood and soaks into the wood. And what makes it different is when a termite, one of the termites that go out and, they got worker bees that go out and work outside of the hive. Well, they've got termites that are kind of like the exploratory termites. They go out and they find the wood, then they go back to the colony and tell the colony about it. Well, in this particular instance, as soon as they bite the wood, they die instantly. It is an extremely toxic material to termites, but it also doesn't affect your home or you to breathe around it at any point in time. So that's what this color is you see here, is the borat treatment that you're going to see throughout the entire home. And we do also, of course, when we build detached garages, we do the same thing in detached garages. And you can see it is everywhere. And no, I know it's a little funny looking, but it is something that's supposed to be there. Okay? All right. That's the borat treatment. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through the house and explain each room as we come in as well. Okay. Let me walk back outside and come in. Okay, we walk in the front door. I'm going to wait to go over your electrical switches until they actually install them and do your electrical work. But I'll tell you what each switch controls in the home and everything else. This is the view of your foyer looking into your family room. It's a little difficult in pictures to explain things and to explain how each room looks, which is why I like to do the video, because when you just take pictures, you can't tell what is where because of the 2x4s and everything else. In this particular instance, until the drywall's up, I'm going to point the camera mostly at the ground so you can get an idea of the shape of the room. When we come into the left, this is your den study. It's a rectangularly shaped room. You'll have two 3-foot by 5-foot windows. Sorry, these are 3-foot by 6-foot windows. They're called 30/60 windows in the front here in this particular room. Like I said, I'm going to point mostly at the ground because if I point at this level, you're not going to be able to tell where the walls end and where they go. So you can see that here. And I will raise up and show you each room as we go into it, but I do want to show you the floor first so you have an idea of where the layout of the room is. As we come out of the den study, this is going to be the view of your family room here with your open kitchen option. They're going to have a hop-up bar located there. This will be drywall here, drywall here. The opening to the to the kitchen, you'll have drywall, and then of course this will be drywalled, so you'll have a foyer with drywall on each side, and it'll be a closed-in entrance into your home. As we look to the left, when we're walking up, this is where your air conditioning unit is going to be located at. The inside unit will be located up there with a door on it, obviously, and then the vent and filter will be located down there. Most of the time in this particular floor plan, the thermostat control is located right here on this 2x4, but sometimes it's located over here as well, so it could be at either place. And we'll know a little bit more once the electricians come in and they start wiring. We'll see where the wire runs. This is your front bedroom in the home here. You've got two 3-foot by 5-foot windows. These are 30/50s. As we work our way around the room. another rectangularly shaped room. This is your closet here. Now I'm going to go over a couple different things here as well. We insulate all exterior walls, but we go a little further step than that than what's required on insulation. We actually insulate the bathroom from the other rooms as well. Any room that's connected to the bathroom or shower or anything of that sort, we insulate that, and we do that to keep the noise down between the bathroom and the other additional rooms. I'm telling you that now because by the next video, you may not see it and they may have the drywall in before I actually get a chance to show you, so I wanted to make sure I went over that. We come into the second bathroom here. In the second bathroom, this is where your vanity would be located at, and you'll have lights above that. You'll have a toilet located here, and that's your water line for your shower located there, and that's your window. Now, like I talked about before, there is a four-way seal. We've got the black wrap here, and we've got the dowel wrap on top of that. Then we've got the window in, and they've got the aluminum tape foil on the outside as well. You'll have a linen closet directly across from the bathroom. As we looked at the middle bedroom, once again, I'm going to show you the floor so you get an idea. You've got one window in this particular room, and then this is going to be your closet. This is the back side of your fireplace, so it's going to take up half the closet. Okay, and we're going to walk around to the back bedroom and bathroom back here. So it has an entrance to go into the room by itself. This one's not quite a rectangular shaped. We still have to come in and put the closet. The closet's going to be located over there. I don't know why they didn't frame for the closet. I'll have to find out about that one. And then they've got one window on the back side of this particular room. And this is the bathroom, the third bathroom in the house. You'll have a vanity located here with a mirror and lights above it. You'll have the toilet located here, and then your shower located here. And this is the view onto the back porch from this particular room, which you can see straight across to the master suite. I'll walk back this way. This is the view of the family room from this back room and the kitchen. This is your double French doors that lead from the family room into the rear covered porch. Got a breakfast area located here. And this is the kitchen. We're going to have your pantry here. You'll have cabinetry. I believe your refrigerator is going to be located right there where that water line's sticking up, so your refrigerator's there. A little bit of counter space. You'll have your range and the microwave above it. Then you'll have counter space here. And you'll have counter space here. You'll have counter space, sink located here with dishwasher to the right of it, and counter space obviously above the dishwasher. And then you'll have counter space here on top of the hop-up bar. As you come out of the kitchen, you look directly into the formal dining room. In this particular room, once again, you're going to have 3-foot by 6-foot windows, 2 of them, with square traverse windows above, just like you had in the den study and above the front door in the home. Those connections are for your laundry room, which will be on the other side of the drywall. As we come here, you've got a linen closet outside of the master suite because there's not any room in the closet itself to have one. It's a very deep closet. Most people will also use this as an area to locate, to have brooms or a vacuum because it's so deep. As we come into the master, once again, I'll show you the floor, and then I'll go up and show you. You've got a tray ceiling. I don't know if you can see the frame of it there in this particular room. And you've got 2 3-foot by 5-foot windows on the back. And then you've got a sliding glass door from the master suite leading onto your rear covered porch. As we come into the master bathroom, you'll have 2 walk-in closets on either side. Some people call them his and hers closets. I call them her and her closets because my wife would take them both. The one on the left, if you're looking out back into the master, is the shorter of the 2, but not by much. So you've got one here and one located here. They both have air conditioning vents in them as well as lights and switches. This is where your double vanity will be located at here. And you'll of course have a mirror and lights above that. This is where your water closet is, where your toilet will be located at. And you've got a window there as well. Then you've also got your separate shower be located here. And those water lines are for that. And then you've got your corner tub or your soaker tub, garden tub will be located here in the corner here. Okay, we're going to go back into the laundry room in the garage, and that would be it. As we walk into the laundry room, your washing machine connections will be here located on the left, and you'll have dryer connections located here on the right. Pretty basic. And then you've also got a linen closet here in the in the laundry room as well. And this is your garage, really kind of basic. You'll have your circuit breaker controller out here, usually on the left over here, but they may locate it over here. It's a little bit different each time they do it. Like I said, it just depends on how it's drawn up in the office. And then this is going to be your ground for the entire home. This piece of rebar runs down through the foundation into the dirt. And we'll go over that a little bit more once they put the drywall on. You'll see a blank plate located here on the house. If you ever have an electrician at the home, and they need to know where there's a ground in the home, this would be where it's located. Once again, this is where your hot water is going to be located at your hot water heater, and there'll be a blowout valve that runs outside either that way or that way. I'll have to see how they run that, but that's what that water line right there is for your hot water heater. And you do have two 3-foot by 5-foot windows. Actually, those look like 3-foot by 6-foot windows in the garage on the front side as well. Once again, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know at any time. This is your home. This is the front yard as it looks, and I'll walk around and show you the backyard. I believe your air conditioning unit is going to be on this side of the house. We'll have to find out once it gets a little bit further along. And this is your backyard. Once again, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. You can email me or call me anytime. If I don't answer, leave me a message, and I will obviously call you back as soon as possible. I hope you guys are doing okay up there. I know it's been snowing up in the New York area, but it's nice and calm down here, and hopefully you'll be down here soon with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.